What's up? Welcome to Asari. Today we're going to talk about Fallout 76, give it a review, and talk about its failures. Let's get to it. So let's get into it about Fallout 76. What is Fallout 76 about? Well, Fallout 76 is a prequel to previous Fallout games. It is set in an alternate history, and it takes place in 2102, 25 years after the nuclear war that devastated the Earth. Everyone is a vault dweller, emerging from the Fallout 76 vault on Reclamation Day. The game point is to collaborate with real people, your fellow vault dwellers, to rebuild America. 25 years after the nukes fell during the Great War, Vault 76 opened, and you step onto a post-apocalyptic West Virginia to find out what happened to your vault overseer, who set out before you. You're not alone. Well, like the other 2 dozen players on the server, represented the only living human beings in what's left of Appalachia. The rest of the population are dead or robots or who have been monstrified. Many of your quests in the store exclusively comes from notes, diaries, a few extremely talkative bots and holotapes. I'm really not a fan of the voice acting in Fallout 76 at all. In particular, y'all know that one Raider robot who will dominate y'all headphones for the whole game, or at least most of the mid-level questing. I mean, that robot's got to be the most irritating robot since Claptrap. But the smaller stories written in terminal entries and typically inconsequential to the main quest are often well worth nosing around for. So, what is wrong with this game? What is wrong with Fallout 76? Well, let's talk about it. Fallout 76 is shockingly big and beautiful world to explore. When you're first stepping out of your Vault 76 in your heavily wooded mountainous region where the buildings are gently rotten but not completely devastated by nukes, the further you travel, the harsher and deadlier the world gets. From the chemically blasted lands up north to the toxic air in the mining and industrial zones in the south, cranberry bog overgrown with oppressive plant life and foggy swamplands feel completely outwardly, separate from the rest of West Virginia by the Savage Divide, a water-ton strip of land filled with angry robots and growing mold men. As quest and exploration move you back and forth across the map, through repetition begins to set in. Infiltrate the building once, and it's fun to write about all the monsters inside, visit it a little later, sometimes even minutes later, and it will be completely repopulated. When I see a mission sending me to a location I discovered earlier, fighting the same crowd of scorched goals on robots in the same place time after time gets old, and even the best locations lose their wonderful as a result, and their surprise and happiness. For a week, my home base was located in a great spot at the top of a cliff, but 3 mole rats spawned there every single time I returned to my home. They would spawn, I kill them, eat them, probably 30 times a week. I eventually just moved. Fallout 76 had a rough launch in 2018 that was plagued by bugs, server issues, and generally lackluster game. Bethesda had, to its credit, not given up. It consistently delivered a slew of updates that brought new content, features, and more effort to retrieve a game that stumbled and fell before it really got a chance. What it does, in fact, instead of it facilitates boredom, frustration, and game-breaking bugs. And I'm not talking about the rad roaches that try to kill you either. Fallout 76 is a video game at odds with itself. It feels like you're wrestling with what it wants to be even as you're playing it. Is this a game best played on your own? It certainly seems so at first after you're emerging from Vault 76 on Reclamation Day, wide-eyed and bushy-tailed and ready to rebuild Appalachia. You're represented with a main quest to follow the trail of the Overseer who, like everyone else in the game, has already run off. The main quest leads you towards the kind of places we're familiar with from previous Fallout games. Burnt out towns, creepy buildings, and cobbled together settlements. But something's different. There are no NPCs. What is not entirely true, there are robots. A whole lot of robots. Most of the quests in Fallout 76 has you do are so boring that borderline or hilarious. One early quest had me boil water. Another one had me pick up bottles. Most missions are a little more than fetch quests. Go here, get that, bring it back, interact with a robot, job done. It's mind-numbing in the extreme. It's Fallout 76 in the Fallout world at its worst. Lackluster and lacking nuisance. The only reason you'll want to group with other players in Fallout 76 is to make the killing of bullet spawns monsters easier and quicker. I played the game for hours with other players, mainly friends on mic, and I come to the conclusion that Fallout 76 is better with friends, but only by default. Fallout 76 players play together to brute force the game, to take down the Scorched Beast, to hell with the grind, to fire nukes. The fact that two players in the same group doing the same quest each have to pick up the same items to progress rather than one player getting one item, it's a little annoying as well. So I rank Fallout 76 on a scale of 1 to 10, a 6 out of 10. What do you rank it and why? Do you like it or do you not like it? Tell me in the comments. Thanks for watching and please subscribe.